I will be dealing with a very unique style of teaching of coding programs where in part 1 line by line explanation of each and every line of program using pointer directly in code, and in part 2 dry run in code itself. No need of traditional type of copy pen needed where we will see how computer does the dry run by itself. And in part 3 revising the whole concept again from part 1 of line by line explanation to part 2 of dry run of code by computer itself, and that too all in single video. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kushagra and today's topic is collection vector. Okay, there are a few things like vector can be created in three ways. Okay, I will be showing all the three ways in this program and this file and this file. Okay, this is 1, 2 and 3. So it's like vector can be created with the help of three methods. Okay, and it's like it's the same as like array list. The insertion order is being maintained. Okay, the way it is inserted, the way same it will be printed. Okay, so it's like the insertion order is maintained. Okay, and the other thing is like it's synchronized. Okay, so it's like thread safe. So if you want any thread safety, then only you have to use vector. Otherwise if you don't want any thread safety, so don't use vector, because the performance will be slow, like searching, sort, deletion and updation will be like slow, as it is synchronized, it is thread safe. So it will be like first of all first thread will be completed, after that second thread will be completed, then fourth, okay, and so on. So it's like it has a high waiting time, so its performance will be low, and that is not in the case of array list. Okay, so first thing is like its insertion order is maintained as like array list, and it is synchronized, and it has a poor performance due to synchronization. Okay, so let me show you all the three ways how the vector has been, how we can create vector. Okay, so first of all, first is like we can create with the help of this line, like vector, and this is wrapper type, and this is object name, and new vector wrapper. Okay, so vector string vec equals to new vector then string. Okay, this can also be neglected, like if there is nothing, like if it is like a vector and then only these angle bracket, then you can like insert any type of values like a string, integer, decimal, float, any type. But as I have defined a string in this type, so I have inserted only string values. Okay, so first of all we can create the first method to create a vector is like vector and wrapper. It depends on you have to define wrapper or not. Okay, so vector and wrapper type vec equals to new vector string. Okay, so this is the creation of the vector line. Okay, so after that you can see that with the help of this vec.capacity, vec is what? Vec is the vector object. Okay, so vec.capacity function will represent the capacity of the vector. Okay, as you can see that it's like, and I haven't defined any parameter for the input size, so it's like default, it is having no value inside this angle bracket. Okay, it has no value inside this bracket, so it's like the default value for this type of creation of vector will be 10. Okay, so if like it's like if the value has been inserted till 10, the size will be 10. Okay, as soon as I will insert the 11th element, the size will extend to plus 10 more. So it will be like 20. So first of all, the size was 10, and after the insertion of 11th element, the size will become 20 in this type of initialization of vector, okay, where I am not defining any type of size in this vector, okay. It's like when there's no size defined in the vector definition, vector creation of the object, then the by default size will be 10, and on the insertion of the 11th element, okay, the size will extend to plus 10 more, okay, so it will become like 20. So I will also show you these all things in the programmatical way, that the program will show you that the size has been increased to 20 from 10, and the initial size was 10 only, okay. So next is like this is the way how we will use to insert the values to the vector, like vec dot add element and the value, okay. This type is string, so I am inserting the string type of value, okay. Then it's like this is the line which we will use to print the capacity of the vector, okay. And after that this is the line, like vec dot size will help to fetch the size of the vector, okay. Like what's the size after inserting the elements, it's like 8, 9, 10, 11 and so on, okay. And after that this is the way by which we will display the vector elements in the console, in the output console, okay. So let us show you what I have taught you in the theoretical way. I will show all that thing in the programmatical way with the help of dry run. That first of all, like if I will run like this code, so it will give you the output in seconds, okay. It will give you output in seconds, but I will divide, and I will I will divide each and every step of the code, and I will show what line holds what value at that time, okay. So this output we will see, but step by step, one by one, with the help of dry run like process, okay. So let us see one by one step. So first of all, it's like computer is in this line, vector is like in the creation of the vector line, vector string vec equals to new vector string, okay. So first of all, let's create the vector. So the vector has been created with the size 0, okay. So let's see the size of the capacity, okay. So I have already told you that if I haven't passed any parameter to the vector creation, then the by default value will be 10, okay. So let's see, let us see with the help of computer, like it's like saving the 10 capacity values. So you can see that this has been printed 10, okay. The capacity of this vector is 10, okay. As I have already told that the default vector creation without any insertion of the capacity of the vector, the default value of the vector will be 10, and we have seen in this line, okay. So let us and I have already told that this is the way we used to add the elements. So let us add one by one each and every value. So, and the size is like you can see is 0. The size will increase one by one as we will add elements with the help of these lines, okay. So let's see, it's like 0, it will increase to 1 after that, after the insertion of apple. So let's insert apple, and the size have become 1, you can see, okay. Then orange, mango, pear, x, y, z, q, w, e, okay. So the size is now 9, and there is another rule in this, like the size of the vector of this vector is 10. As soon as we will insert the 11th vector value, the capacity will become 20. So it's like the size is 9. So let's see the capacity. its capacity will be like 10 only. So let's see that. Like you can see that the capacity in phase 2 is 10 only, as the element size is uh, 10. Okay, as soon as we insert the 11th element, okay, the size will become 20. So let's add the 11th element A. Okay, and like we have inserted the element 11th element, see the size is 11, and now you will see that the capacity will become 20. This you can see that the capacity is now 20 because of the insertion of the 11th capacity value. Okay, so now let's insert C. Size have become 12, and let's move on. Like size after addition, vector size is 30. Yeah, it's okay. Like we can see that the elements are from 0 to 12, so it's like 13. Okay, so vector is like same as array list. It will like extend from 0 to the element value. Okay, and next, this is the way how we will print the each and every value in the vector. Like we will print these values, okay, apple, orange, mango, pear, x, y, z and c, with the help of this enumeration en equals to vec element. And we can see that like let's create enumeration, and system elements are, and we will go and like we will traverse one by one to each and every element in the vector. Okay, so it's like on the address 0, it will print apple. Okay, so we'll see apple in below, so you can see that apple will be printed. Okay, then second will be like second will be orange, then mango, then pear and so on. Orange, you can see that below, mango, pear, x, y, z, q, w, e, a, b, c, and after the loop has been ended, the program has end. Okay, so this is the first way. Okay, this is the first way how we will create vector without any predefined sign assigned to it. So the default value will be 10, and after the insertion of the 11th value, the size will become plus 10 more, that's 20. Okay, so I think it will be very much clear to you the first phase. Okay, so let's see the second way how we will define vector. So this is the second way. Okay, this all is same as the previous one, and we have inserted 2, and you can see that it's showing initial capacity is 2. Okay, so it's like the initial capacity of the vector will be 2, and it will plus like it's first of all it will be 2, then 4, then 4 plus 4 8, then 8 plus 8 16. Okay, so let's see that in the program itself, that the program itself will show you that he is increasing the value from 2 to 4 to 8 to 60 and so on. Okay, so let's see that. It's like first of all we are creating vector string v is equals to new vector string, and in the parenthesis we are passing 2. 2 is the initial capacity, so let's print out the initial capacity. We can see that initial capacity in phase 1 is 2, so this line is printing 2 because the initial capacity is 2 as we have defined manually. Okay, and let's when we will insert the third element, the capacity will increase to 4. Okay, and so on. Like you can see that apple, orange, size is 2, and the third element we will insert like mango. So on inserting the third element mango, the size will become 4. That's 2 plus 2. Okay, so you can see 4 from 2, it has like increment to 2 plus 2, it's 4. Okay, so let's move further. we will like insert pair x and y, and on the insertion further on and the insertion of the sixth element, the capacity will become 8, like 4 plus 4. Okay, so you can see that capacity has become 8. Okay, so let's add more values, that q, z, q and w. It will give us the value of capacity is 16. Okay, and rest is the same, like the vector size is, let's see the vector size. Vector size is 10, as like you can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. So the size is 10. Okay, 10 elements have been inserted, so the size is 10. Let's print out that the size is 10. Okay, and let's print more values, like we have size 10, and let's insert 3 more. The size will become 13. Okay, so you can see that size has become 13, and the capacity will be still like 16 because it has not inserted the 17th value. The 17th value will insert, then the size will become 16 plus 16. Okay, 32. So it's like size is 13, and increment and the phase like the capacity is also 16 after inserting 13th only. Okay, so let's print out all the elements. That is the same as we have done previously with the help of enumeration. Enumeration em equals to vec dot elements, and we will traverse to each and every elements of the vector with the help of while loop. And let's print out all the values. We can see that apple, orange, mango, pear, x, y, z is printed below. Z, q, w, e, a, b, c. Okay, and that's it for the second part. First of all, we have not defined any parameter for the size. Second, we have defined the parameter for the size, and third way will be like this is the same thing. We will be passing two values in the parenthesis. First is the initial capacity, and second is a capacity increment. Okay, capacity increment. So it's like what is this capacity increment? Okay, so it's like when we will insert the third element, the capacity will increase to 2 plus 6. Okay, so let's see that with the help of code itself. As we can see that we are creating a vector with the help of this line, with the initial capacity is 2 and the capacity increment is 6. So let's see the capacity. The capacity of this vector will be like you can see that 2 is the initial capacity, and it will increase to 6 plus 2 8 when we will insert third element. Okay, so first of all we will insert apple, orange, and we can see that still the value is 2 because we haven't inserted the third element. Let's insert the third element, mango, then the size will become 8. Okay, let's see that in the code itself. And we have inserted mango, size has become 3, so it has increased from 2 to 3, so the size will be 6 plus 2 8. Okay, we can see that the size has become, the capacity has become 8. Okay, and after that with the help of these three lines we are adding more elements, pear, x and y, and the size is like 8. Okay, and its capacity is 8 and the size is still 5, so it will not increase anything. Okay, so capacity is still 8, and let's insert b. Capacity is still 8. Let's insert c. The capacity will now become, it's like 8 plus 6. Okay, so because the size has become 9 and the capacity was 8, so let's see, the capacity is like 14. 6 plus 8. Okay, so this is the way as we have previously seen. This is the iteration. We will print each and every element of the vector one by one. So it's like elements are apple, orange, mango, you can see below, pears, x, y, a, b, c. That's it. So I think this is the best way I can show you, and with the help of this process I have explained my each and every code in like hoops concept and like if and like collections, portions, array list, linked list, and polymorphism, inheritance. I have explained with the help of this process in each and every video of mine. So I think this is the best way you can understand. You can like actually see how the computer used to work in front of you. So I hope I have been very much clear the vector concept to you, and if I am successful in that, so please like, comment, subscribe, and thanks a lot.